So I was excited after E3 to hear about an upcoming project from Bethesda, and it really got me in the mood for playing some of the Elder Scrolls games. The only issue is I didn't know what to play. So I went on Steam and I found Elder Scrolls Legends. This is a card game for the Elder Scrolls, so I thought I'd check it out. Elder Scrolls Legends, in simplest explanation, is a card game that is an answer in the popularity of Hearthstone. Now, Hearthstone, we've seen that before. It's a card game about an army that you have formed, and you use your cards for playing out the battles that army is. And you have 1 mana each turn that you gain, and you use those to pay for the cost of your cards. That's how this game works as well. You send your army into battle against another army from the Elder Scrolls universe, which is awesome. The cool thing about this is the actions, creatures, and items which you play all revolve around characters and different parts of the Elder Scrolls games. So you have your dragons from Skyrim, you've got vampires, you've got the Dark Elves, you've got the Argonians, you've got all of it. The creatures and units do your battling. The actions and items change up your gameplay, and they also strengthen your army as well. What I like about this game is that there are multiple playstyles. So you have your story mode, which you have one story that's free to play, and then you have to buy the rest. Yeah, DLC, kinda sucks. But you still get the free aspect to it. You have your standard free to play and ranked duel modes, and you have Arena, where you construct a deck before you play, and then you face off against either computer or other players until you lose 3 games. And that's the great thing about this. The arena mode, there is a solo or versus option, so you can play just against the NPCs if you don't want to play competitively online. The game has a fantastic art style, and it embraces the essence of the franchise of the Elder Scrolls, from old characters in the game to new characters. There are artistic cutscenes in between each of the stories, and then there are the effects that occur during the game itself. All of this flows really nice, and I didn't expect much at first, but it really blew my mind when I got into playing the game. And there wasn't much lag as well between the animations playing, which is excellent. The music is very fitting to the game. It takes different parts of the franchise, so there are songs that will remind you of Skyrim, there's songs that will remind you of Oblivion and Morrowind. The accompanying music is awesome, and the sound effects that add to the battles that you're playing out with the cards just bring the card game to life, and it makes it so much better. And these take place while the drama is carrying out in the battlefield. Different cards have different effects to match the creature or spell, and it's awesome when you play this and you see it and it comes together in a really nice package with the music. There is also a leveling system in this game, which allows you to unlock new cards, features, gain money, or other currencies. And as well as unlocks my favourite part of the game, you evolve your cards. So the way this works is, as you level up, certain cards in your deck actually evolve. So they go from one standard creature to a better creature of the same kind of type. And I like that. I haven't seen that in a card game before, so I really enjoyed that. Now, how does the card game actually play? You have a mana cost, an attack cost, and a life cost of each card. The idea is to play cards and get a big army and destroy your opponent's life points. Or you could choose to either diminish the army or attack your opponent directly. The way you do it is up to you. Depending on your deck, your playstyle will focus on different strategies for defeating your opponent. Some of it focuses on spells and items to support your army, strengthen it or weaken the enemy, and others just bring out as many creatures as possible to cause as much damage. Your playstyle, it's all about how you want to do it. As you gain your mana, you can play more cards, and you start off with hardly anything, but it then builds up to this big army that you're fighting with. There are also effects that play into this, where certain board features will change the gameplay as well, will change the flow of the battle. It might be that some creatures can't be attacked until they attack first. Some creatures might be shifted from one lane to another, as some of the fields have lanes where you can only attack creatures in the opposing lane. It was ever impressively changing as I played, and I loved that. Overall, I had a great time playing this game. The only dampener is that there is a paywall blocking the full experience. The further story modes and the rate in which you get money to unlock them is really slow, so most people, if they want that story mode, will be buying it through the DLC. As for the free part of the game, it was engaging and it was a good take on that style of the card game. The style just like Hearthstone, as I mentioned. And yeah, it's very good for that kind of casual game to play against other people, but you can also take it competitively if you wanted. As for a rating out of 10, I would give this game a 7 out of 10. Now, it was a great game to play, and I sat down to capture some footage to put in this review, and I ended up capturing 9 hours of gameplay. So, if you love the Elder Scrolls series and you want to play a card game based on that franchise with the artwork and the music, this is the game for you. Go check it out, go play it. But if you're not into the franchise, you're not really missing out on that much. It's more for the fans. Well, that was my review of the Elder Scrolls Legends, and I will be uploading the footage I captured of the gameplay as well. There's no commentary, it's just footage of me playing. There are some pauses and all that, but I'll chuck it up online so you can check it out if you really want to see how the game plays, and then you can decide whether or not it is for you. Also, you can check out the other videos I've got. I've got some unboxings on the channel, I've got some kind of first impression reviews, I've got other game reviews, I've got all different things on here. So I'll leave some links on the screen, just check them out, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and I'd appreciate that muchly. But yeah, that's all from me today. Have a great day guys, and I'll catch you next time.